everybody, Mr. Traveler here.
Miss Traveler, aka L Cost, right here. Click on my channel.
Alright guys, we're going to try something different today. This is really geared towards new cruisers. But we encourage our experienced cruisers to watch as well. Because we'd love to hear your feedback at the end and we'll talk more about it. But what we're going to do today is questions and answer about questions that we've gotten that new inexperienced cruisers have asked. I haven't looked at the questions,
Right.
so Ms. Traveler is going to ask Mr. Traveler the question live on tape, so you'll see my natural reaction to the question. So
Although it's been 20 cruises in for us, this is the first time cruises video, so I'm gonna surprise him with questions that we thought we should have known when we first started cruising, and he's gonna answer them. So let's get started. We're gonna try to do it as fast as we can. It's gonna be a long one though.
Alright, here we go.
The first question, do you need a passport or photo ID?
Well, trick question, but you do need a photo ID. You have to have photo ID. You don't necessarily have to have a passport, although it is strongly recommended. When you're leaving from the U.S. ports, you can have your birth certificate and have photo ID as well. That includes leaving from San Juan because it's a United States territory. If you're going over doing the Mediterranean cruise or anything like that, if you're flying out of the country, you're going to need a passport.
Yes.
But you can fly to San Juan without a passport. Birth certificate will do, but we strongly urge you to get a passport. I love having a passport anyway.
So when you get on board, what's so important about the times of the ship? The port time versus ship time?
You always want to stay on ship time, whatever time that is. We have traveled a couple of different times where we went into different time zones and or we traveled during daylight savings time when the clocks have changed, or some of the islands don't recognize daylight savings time. The story goes on and on. Anyway, long story short, you want to stay on ship's time because the ship is going to pull out. If it says it's going to pull out at 4 o'clock p.m., it's pulling out 4 o'clock p.m. ship time, not island time. So you always want to bring a watch because your cell phone may not always be accurate. It may click over to the island cellular service and you'll be hit, get you a good watch.
Next question. Can you get left on a ship?
Will the ship leave you? Is that what it?
Yes.
Yes, the ship will leave you. We've seen it. We've seen it firsthand. Without going into a lot of detail, when the ships are on a tight schedule, they will leave you. We've seen it happen. The captain gave these people ample time on 2 or 3 islands, and that last island he just had enough because they get charged fines for staying there too long. Now, the caveat to this, if you are on an excursion booked through the cruise itself, so if you book a Carnival cruise excursion or Royal Caribbean excursion, and something happens while you're on there, the vehicle breaks down or something like that, the boat has to wait for you. They will wait for you. But if you're on your own excursion and the cab gets a flat somewhere on the other side of the island and it's like 2 hours later, you're going to see your boat going by in the sunset. And this goes back to the passport question. You would need a passport probably to fly from one island to the next.
Next question. Is there a safe in the room? How do I store my valuables while I'm on the island?
All the ships we've been on had safes. All the Royal Caribbean Carnival ships we've had safes on there. And they've always been the credit card type of safe. So you use a credit card to lock the safe in there.
Do you need cash on the ship?
No, you don't need cash on the ship. When you get on board, you set up a sail and sign account. Well, that's Carnival, but all the ships, you set up an account either with a credit card. So you don't necessarily need cash on board the boat unless you go into the casino. And even then, you don't need it. You can use your card for that also.
Tips, gratuity. What is included in a gratuity?
Tips and gratuities. Okay, tips and gratuities go for your room attendant. It goes for your waiter, assistant waiter, the maitre d'. It's usually right about, for a regular room, it's usually right around $12 per day per person.
That's not included in the bar. I don't think. If you're a drinker, I don't think that's included in there.
Right. Yeah. If you order like bar service or anything like that, there's going to be an additional gratuity on there. And lately they just been putting it right on. They put it right on the same asylum. I don't know how much it is. I don't know if it's 10% or 15%.
Right.
So if it's $2, you're going to get 20 cents on there, or 15 cents, or whatever, added right onto there. So the tips and gratuities, cruise lines do it differently. Some do it a couple of days in, the whole lump sum comes out, and you'll see that on your Sail and Sign account, or you see that on your account, whatever cruise line you're on. So it'll be a charge for her, it'll be a charge for me, for the whole $12 per day times however many days you're at sea.
Yep.
Some cruise lines take it out incrementally. They'll take out the $12 each day as you go along. Now the tips are adjustable. If you feel like you've gotten really great service, you can do more. If you feel like you've gotten really poor service, you can take it off. We've only done that one time, and it was really bad.
It was really bad.
I mean, it's got to be bad for us to do that.
We never take tips. It was really bad.
Yeah, it was really bad, and it was only for the dining room staff that we did that. So outside of that, 20 cruises, we've had outstanding service. We always have. You can even take, if you don't want to put a gratuity on the car, you can take it off and pay them cash if you want to.
Right.
You can pre-pay your gratuity, which we've done before, and it's nice because then you really don't have to worry about anything once you get to the boat.
Yep.
If you don't want to spend a dime after that, you don't have to. You do want to bring money to tip the guys, the porters, that
take your luggage.
That take your luggage at the when you get on the ship.
Yeah,
you usually want to tip them at least a couple of dollars a bag.
They're out there sweating in the heat.
Something like that, $2 or $3 a bag, whatever. Just.
It's nice to tip. They won't complain.
Give from your heart.
Okay, next question: are there complimentary toiletries in the cabin?
Well, it used to be.
Yeah, I think there's shampoo and conditioner in the shower.
Yeah, there's shampoo, conditioner, and stuff like that in the showers. They used to really give a lot of nice stuff with toothpaste and toothbrushes and things like that. I haven't seen much of that lately anymore. So the answer is I don't know. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Bring it with you.
Yeah, bring it on. Can you feel the waves and get sick on the boat?
You sure can.
Yes.
Typically, the bigger the ship, you don't feel them as much, the waves as much, unless you're in some really heavy seas. The smaller the ship, you're gonna feel them.
You're gonna feel it.
Especially if it's wavy out there. If the weather's good, you won't feel it too much. But if it's really wavy, you feel it, and it's a possibility you can get sick. If you know that you're a person who gets motion sickness, you want to get the Dramamine patch before you get on the boat.
Yes. Before you ride.
So it'll be working. Some people make the mistake of doing it after they get on the boat, and it's too late. You're already sick. So I've never gotten sick. Miss Travel got sick on the first one.
Yes, on my first cruise, I pretty much wasted it because the first couple of days I didn't do anything. I was very sick. I was not used to cruising.
But after that,
I was fine.
She's never used Dramamine after that, and
I was fine after that. 20 cruises later. Question: is there a doctor on board or a hospital?
Is there a doctor on board? Yes, there's a doctor on board. If anything happens, if there's any emergencies, anything, whatever comes up, if you've got your medicine, whatever, you cut yourself, whatever, just know there are applicable fees.
Yes, it's very expensive to see the doctor on board.
Try not to injure yourself on board.
Please be careful, because one person that we were on board with, she fell in front of me and she actually hurt herself. And I had to make sure I notified the security and everything, and she was taken care of, but she had a hefty fee.
Wasn't that one bill was something like $600?
It was about $600 was her fee, but she sent me flowers for helping her, so I appreciated that. That was nice. If I'm pregnant, can I go on board?
Sure you can, but you have to notify, when you do the online check-in, that's one of the questions they ask you. You just have to notify them that you're a concern now. Of course, if you watch any of the news, is the Zika virus. So you would want to contact your doctor, consult medical advice about how to best prepare and deal for the Zika virus.
Also, that brings up another point, the norovirus.
The norovirus is gastrointestinal illness.
It's a bug in the gut.
I've got that one time, and it was not too much fun.
Yeah.
Best cure for it,
hand sanitizer and washing your
Washing
hands.
hands. I like to wash my hands more than the hand sanitizer. We do use the hand sanitizer, but I wash my hands a lot.
I do it so much because I work in healthcare, so.
And I try not to touch,
Yeah.
you know, like the handrails and stuff. I try not to touch that too much.
Right.
But sometimes if it's wavy seas, you have to hold the handrails, safety first. So.
Yeah, but you want to wash your hands. Get into the habit of washing your hands while you're cruising, while you're on the cruise, so you can have fun. What age can I book a cruise?
Well, that's a trick question. You need to go onto the website to verify the answer. But typically the answer is 21.
I think that's the policy.
I think people under 18 can go, but there's like some restrictions. Like if you're in the military and you're under 21, I think you can go. Like 18 to 21, you have to be like with a guardian.
You don't want to double check and look at the website before you go to make sure.
So really the easy answer is 21. That's really the easy answer. But if you're under 21, go on whatever cruise line's website you're thinking about and look at their age policies.
Okay, on the flip side, how young can kids cruise? And is there a camp or a daycare for the kids?
I guess if you like a day old, you can go on there.
You can.
Yeah, as long as you're with somebody, that's fine. But yeah, see, the kids really seem like when our niece goes with us, Tiny Traveler, she loves
Tiny
doing.
Traveler, she travels.
Loves
She actually has traveled more than we have.
Yeah, she loves the
she loves Camp
Carnival and
I
then
think even Royal Caribbean have a camp for theirs.
there's some that the kids, you know, with
Club O2 and stuff like that.
with few exceptions, you know, Disney and Royal Caribbean and Carnival. You know, I would think Norwegian because I've seen their boats too. They do a good job of having stuff for kids like water slides and all that stuff. So.
Oh my gosh, they have so much fun. You probably never see kids.
But the kids really seem to like Carnival and Disney.
They
like
love
Disney
it.
too.
They do. Question. Smoking. Is there a place for smoking and is there a fine in the room for smoking?
I don't like smoking.
You don't like smoking.
Yeah, there's
We don't smoke.
designated areas on the boat for smoking. I know one thing that I really like that Carnival started doing is they prevented people from smoking on their balconies now. They used to allow that. But if you were on a balcony downwind, you would smell it. Like we were on a cruise one time with someone that smoked cigars.
It was so bad. We smoked it the entire time.
So, but anyway, yeah, there are designated areas, and yeah, you cannot smoke in your room. There are severe penalties for that.
Oh, yeah.
They don't play about fire on a boat. Fire and a boat is like the worst combination. It's like mixing bleach and what's the other one? Ammonia.
Ammonia together to burn your lungs. But some people go out and sneak on the boat and smoke, and their ashes can flick down, and it'll set the boat on fire. It'll go into somebody else's room because it's so windy.
Yeah, I
So
don't
it's
feel like
dangerous.
I don't feel like doing like Titanic Part 2.
Yeah, even with candles, anything that burns, you can't bring heated objects. You can't bring a blow dryer. You can't bring anything that heats up.
Yeah.
They will restrict it and ban it. We'll talk about that.
Yep.
So, what type of bills to bring on a boat? Should I have singles or big bills are okay to change at the front desk?
I bring a combination. When I go out, I bring a combination. I bring singles so that we can tip on the way there for various things at the airport and all that stuff. And like I told you before, the porters. I try to keep I take a lot of singles with us anyway for the islands and things like that. You never know, you tip the cabs and all that stuff. But feel free to bring big bills. The casino or the guest services desk will gladly exchange your money for smaller bills.
Question on the boats. Are you allowed to rock climb or ice skate, and should I bring socks?
Well, you would have a difficult time rock climbing or ice skating on a Carnival ship. They don't have one, right?
No. I mean, even on Royal Caribbean or Carnival, they don't have any rock climbing, do they?
No, Carnival doesn't have rock
But
climbing.
Royal Caribbean.
Royal Caribbean has the rock climbing. You know, anytime you do the sports activities there, whatever they may be, they have the ropes course on Carnival.
Yeah,
they have the basketball courts. They have then Royal Caribbean has basketball courts, and they have the rock climbing wall and stuff. You need socks and a good pair of gym shoes.
Gym shoes. You can't do it in sandals. I don't think.
Yep. Which was my problem not doing the rock climbing wall because I bring two types of shoes with me. I bring dress shoes for dinner, and I bring flip flops.
That's it. Do I need sunscreen?
Yes, I would highly recommend sunscreen.
Please bring sunscreen.
If you're going on a Caribbean cruise.
Even when it's cloudy, you can get sunburned.
Going on a Caribbean cruise or even a Mediterranean cruise, the sun can get pretty warm, but especially in the Caribbean, The sun is very hot.
It's hotter than here. You closer to the equator.
Yes,
Feels
it's very
like.
hot, definitely.
Do I need a small purse or a backpack?
I would recommend that.
Yep.
Yes, indeed. For the islands, we usually try to throw our stuff in there. Your towels, and we throw our snorkeling stuff in there,
Yeah.
and towels
Great.
and snacks and
You don't want to be lugging around a big purse on the islands.
Little-
Just your beach bag.
loose change. We use it to keep our ID and stuff in when we're swimming and all that.
Right. And is there Wi-Fi on the boat?
There is Wi-Fi in the boat.
There's a fee.
Yep, we have a video for the one for Carnival
We'll put it right here. Click here for the video for that.
right there. Yeah, they have a fee for it. Outside of when we had to do some school stuff, we had to get online.
Oh my goodness.
I do not do. I just got through on an online community that I'm on with cruises, and this was a topic that was on there, and they were asking who's getting on there.
Nobody.
Not us. No, they were. Almost all of them were.
What?
Almost all of them were.
You have to take a vacation.
I can't stand it. I want no. When I
People-
get on the boat,
They
I want
run
to.
into you on the phone.
I just want to turn this thing off because I'm on it all the time now. I don't
Yeah.
want, I like being okay. We'll talk to you. We'll get the St. Thomas because we'll get a phone signal there. We like to just
You need a
disconnect.
break.
I like
You have
to disconnect.
You have to download yourself.
And the last time we went, I mean,
Yeah.
part of the joy of going on a cruise, when they put you at a table with other people, which sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. Sometimes we just want to sit by ourselves. Sometimes we sit at a table and meet other people.
Yeah.
But when you're sitting at a table with other people, and now they got this new social package, and
The phone is to their face.
it's just like you're here at home.
Yeah.
I was so disappointed
Yeah.
when they introduced that because I like being disconnected. I like when other people are disconnected and they socialize with you.
Right. Good point. Can I bring my iron?
Nope. Anything with a heating element, no, you cannot bring. They will confiscate it.
We have a really good DIY video that I'm going to link right here for a wrinkles-free spray that you can bring with you to spray your clothes, and it'll have your clothes wrinkle-free when you get there. You cannot bring iron. I don't think Royal Caribbean
Well,
allows...
it'll bring after you unpack and let your stuff hang. The spray will.
No,
Just watch the video.
Do Royal
That's it.
Caribbean or versus Carnival, which one had ironing rooms and wash rooms and stuff like that?
Carnival has on most of the ships they have laundries on many of the floors with irons and washing machines and dryers, which is convenient because
That is convenient.
we will go in there like the day before we got the boat and just do not all of our laundry, but our unmentionables. We'll put them in there just to have some of that stuff clean and fresh. Because it's nothing worse taking like soggy stuff
Right.
in your suitcase and then stink up everything.
We like to clean it before we come home, which we talked about. in
Royal
our
Caribbean
video.
does not have the laundry facilities.
So you have to pay for them.
You have to pay for it.
Yep. Does my cell phone time change with ports? What's better, a watch or your cell phone?
Oh, we covered that. Watch.
A watch. What is included in your booking? Like, is shows included? Ice cream, food, and what about the excursions, drink, fine dining, gratuity, and what's included, what's
Okay,
not?
what's included with the booking? What's included with the booking is your room over your head. You have your dining room dinners that are included. You have the buffets which are included. They usually have ice cream and pizza and different things like that around the boat. Shows are free on most ships. Now some of the newer ships are getting into the fancy shows, so we have to pay for them. But for the most part, most of your shows and all that stuff are free. Excursions will cost you extra.
Yep. Drinks will cost.
Alcohol
Fine
drinks
dining.
will cost you extra. They do have drink packages on most of the cruise lines that you get ahead of time.
Specialty restaurant.
The specialty restaurants, if you want to try some, have a special occasion, those are a little bit extra. But, if you don't want to spend a dime on the boat other than your tips, you really don't have to. But it's there if you want to. All right.
What is restricted and what is given back to you? Like, what is restricted and what is discarded? Like, some things they'll throw away from your suitcase and some things they'll give back. So What is restricted and what's not? Can I go on a site for a list?
Yeah, you can check any of the cruise lines for restricted items, but typically all of them, no heating element, anything with a heating element, iron.
They will give that back.
Curling iron, all that stuff. Yeah, they'll confiscate it, they give it to you back at the end of the cruise.
Some things is discarded.
If you bring alcohol on the boat, they will confiscate it and give it back at the end of the cruise. There are some variances
I
to
think
that.
you allow 2 bottles of wine, but we don't drink. But I think that's what they
Yeah, they do. Yeah. You check their policy on this stuff.
They will throw away.
Carnival, like water now. If you try to bring water to the port, they will take your water.
They'll discard it.
They discard it because people were sneaking liquor in disguise as water bottles. So.
Oh yeah, like Listerine.
Candles.
I had never heard of that before.
I think candles, lighters. You may not get that back. They'll take that stuff and.
You can't bring a firearm either.
No, leave your
weapons at home.
Leave your shooting stuff at home.
And last question: what about the parking? If I drive to the cruise port, how does that work? Parking versus the shuttle.
Yeah, all of the ports have cruise. Usually it's a third party deal, different parking, and then it's either right there at the port or nearby, and they have a shuttle. All of the cruise lines have shuttles that run from the airports for an additional fee.
That's all our questions.
That's-
If you have any other questions, just comment below. If you want someone to answer them for you, we like to see the comment and the camaraderie down below. If we don't know the answer, somebody will comment down and help. That's how good our subscribers are. That's why we love our subscribers. They're smart.
Indeed. So anyway, guys, like she was saying, if you guys think of any further questions, put them down below. Thank you for watching.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Remember that life is short. Have fun.
Have fun.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.